There we go. There we go. Okay, we're here. We're live. I'm here. Okay, just hang tight a second. I'll be right back. Check out the view. Look at that view up there. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you all for joining me this morning, wherever you are around the world. We love the fact that you're here with us. Welcome to the party, pal. It's another fun day of the option writing world. I'm just pouring myself some caffeine-free Diet Coke. You know, my vocals, you know, I gotta keep them lubricated, you know. Can't be talking on dry golf, you know. Don't mind me, just working my fridge here. Head switch bottles, you know, one is empty, one's full. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Friday. It's option expiry day. Giddy on up. Did you see my poll question this morning? Talking about the SOFI shares. There we go. That $850 million cap call financing deal that no one else talks about. I don't think there's a single YouTuber, blogger, vlogger, whatever they're called, not even the analysts, discuss the $850 million cap call financing deal that was done last March, April by SOFI that had to be upped because of the unbelievable, overwhelming demand for it. No one talks about the fact that SOFI has an unrealized gain of $850 million, which will convert into ultimately 100 million free trading shares to be transferred from the underwriters, the brokers, to the debtors, to the lenders that gave the company $850 million, eliminating, I think it's 1% interest they have to pay, 1.25%. It's a nothing burger interest rate wise. More importantly, SOFI is going to, in this probably first quarter, write off or allowed to eliminate off of their balance sheet an IOU of $850 million, turning it into stock, which has already been issued and outstanding, not diluting the company whatsoever. Giving you an idea, is that why the shares went up from $7-8 a share to $18? Was that part of the reason? Because the brokers who underwrote the contract, the cap call financing contract for SOFI, they had to buy the stock under $9.40 a share. If I got my math right, they had to buy up at least 100 million shares of stock under $9.40 a share starting last March. Remember, the stock was 9 something and went down to 7 something, and they announced the deal, and it stayed under $9.40 for like months, and we were sitting there going, when is this SOFI going to break through $9.40, for crying out loud? When is it going to go back to 10? Well, when it did break through $9.40 and then through 10, many of you were saying to me, can it hold it? Can it hold $10, or is it going to fall? It's going to go back to $7.50. What's it going to do? And it didn't come back. And I was talking about how the train might be leaving the station, and some of you doubted that, and then it did. It went to 11 and 12 and didn't come back to 8. Then it went to 13, 14, and you're going, oh, Bruce is talking about 14.54 now, this magical number, 14.54 a share, because that is where the company locks in a gain of $850 million on their capped call transaction. The brokers under the 940 level, those first few months, March, April, May, they bought up all the stock they needed. They took off the street over 100 million free trading shares. And I don't know how many shares were picked up by institutional investors that also bought into the deal for the $850 million themselves. How many of those guys bought up a bunch of $7, $8, $9 stock? We're talking about ETFs. We're talking about hedge funds that could have bought up another 50 to 100 million shares of free trading loose stock up until 8.5, 9, 9.25 a share, and then they stopped buying. And this natural street volume just kept coming in, 30, 40, 50, 60 million share a day of trading, and there is no stock to get anymore. You can't find 200 million shares like you used to. It's gone. It's erased from existence, just like my hand when I hold it up here like this. I'm just like Marty McFly, okay? I've traveled back here from the future on an invention, a time machine that you invented. Here I am from the future telling you your SOFI is going to go a lot higher. You guys just don't believe me. There'll be 3 episodes of me coming out. This is only part 1. There'll be part 2 and part 3. The third one, I'll be in a Western outfit, but don't worry about that. We'll get to that later. Look, SOFI, okay? SOFI could very well in this quarter close that capped call financing deal from last March, where they officially reveal to the market that our auditors are allowing us to book on our balance sheet an $850 million gain to eliminate the debt because we swapped it for stock, free trading stock. We don't need to issue anything from our treasury. We have got all that raised. We don't pay interest on that money, and we don't owe anyone any money. They're just shareholders of the stock. There's $1 billion something out there. There's still $1 billion something out there. But what could also happen, and at any time, and I wonder, I really am wondering, are the text messages between Noto and his chief finance people lighting up? Is his phone lighting up for offers from Wall Street backers, the bankers in Wall Street, saying to this guy, anytime you want to do another cap call deal and raise up to $5 billion, announce a $4 billion deal and up it to $5 billion because of overwhelming interest. Interest was always there, okay? Really ramp this thing up and come up with a deal where you announce at 16 a share, 17 a share, you announce a 30% premium to the closing price of the stock, say $17 a share. That's $5.10. So that's $5.10 on top of the 17. $22.10 will be the conversion price of $5 billion into free trading stock under a capped call deal that maxes out at $44.20. I'm just making up numbers here from a perspective of 17 a share. If they want to $17.50 a share and add a 30% to that, that would be $5.25 more, and that would be $22.75 with a cap call of $45.50 or something like that. In other words, if the shares hit $44, $45 a share, the profit that SOFI would make on the next capped call deal on their call option on their own company would fund the entire $5 billion swap of the debt into free trading stock. And in the meantime, while this is announced, the brokers who are in this deal are going to buy up a whole bunch of SOFI paper under $22 a share to be able to deliver 200 million free trading shares to SOFI, to its creditors, to close that deal. That's what happened with the 850 million, and we're at $16 a share. Already got to 18. What happens? No one talks about this. Nobody calls me chicken. No one talks about it. The shills who are talking about a $4 to $6, $7 target price for SOFI, they're trying to crater the market. They're trying to crater the SOFI shares down to $7 because they got a whole bunch of pals with 131 million shares shorted. If 200 million more shares are going to be taken off the street, this is free trading stock that's going to go into institutional hands. I can tell you this, there'll be a shortage. The shorters will be in trouble, but here's something else to think about, okay? If you are a hedge fund and you get a phone call from a brokerage firm like Goldman Sachs that says, hey, I'm calling on behalf of Anthony Noto and I'm calling on behalf of SOFI, you're going to say, stop right there. How many can I have? How much money can I give you? We're offering you a percentage of this $5 billion deal. How much can I have? You're not answering my question. How much can I have? And we need to find a number of institutions that would buy into this deal. How much can I have? We're not offering much in interest. I don't care. How much can I have? Well, we'll let you have 100 million. How about 200 million? Well, we can only give you 100 million. We got to call 50 other institutions, and we got to look after all our pals, all of our senior institutional investors. How many of those hedge funds who get that phone call or who don't get that phone call are going to buy up the stock under $22 anyway? They're just going to buy up free trading stock. You think they're not going to buy up free trading stock? They know. They know what you know. They know what you've seen because they saw it on the first deal. They're going to go, holy crap, that first deal was a 940 conversion deal with a 1454 stock price to exercise it. All the stocks at 17, 18 bucks. Hello. If we would have bought that stock at $7, $8, $9 a share back in March, 9 months ago, we'd be more than double our money. What were we thinking not getting into that deal? So here we have 50 institutions, each allowed to put up 100 million. I'm just a guy in front of a computer just going, hey, this is a world in which most of us are not familiar. The $100 million a guy world. We're talking about global participation. We're talking about more capital that wants in than it can imagine, but they don't yet realize. And this is where the street as a whole, all the multi-millions of people out there who think they know more than bankers know, don't realize that SOFI at $16.53 right now is a bargain. This stock is cheaper now than it was a year ago when it was $8 a share. That they don't get that. If you go to analytical ratings on SOFI, you look at what analysts are thinking this company will make in profit in the next year or 2 and 3. The forecasts are out there. The estimates are out there. 2027 estimates, I believe, were $110 a share. $110 a share in profit in the next 2 years from now. Well, at $16.50 a share, if you're doing a $110 a share profit on a $16.50 stock, that means the stock is trading right now at about 15 times earnings. It's trading at 15 times 2027 estimated earnings by analysts. The company hasn't said anything about how much they think they're going to make in 2027. These are just the analysts. The 2026 analysts' estimates were like 65 cents a share. Now, think about this. Okay, right now it was, 30 cents a share, or whatever we're at. We're trading at 40 times earnings right now, 40 times. The analysts figure next year, 2026, they're going to make 65 cents a share. The year after, they're saying 110 a share. That's not quite, but almost double. So they're talking about doubling earnings from here to next year and doubling earnings again the year after. What if they're talking about just $2 a share the year after that? Not double, but up to $2 a share profit for the company. All of these estimates don't assume any new capital coming into the company. We're not talking about a $5 billion cap call financing. That could happen. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I think it could. And if it did, well, the stock will run to the $50 mark, in my opinion. But forget that number. Go back to how much money are they going to make per share number. If they do generate 65 cents a share in 2026, what should the stock trade at? Should it trade at 10 times earnings, $6.50 a share? I don't think so. If the estimate is that they had 30 cents earnings, they're now making 65, and they're going to make 110 in the next 12 months, and then from there to $2, you think it's going to trade at 10 times earnings? It's trading at 40 times earnings now. It was 140 times earnings a week ago, okay? So, okay, they're going to trade at 30 times earnings. Let's get conservative. 30 times 65 cents is $19.50, but 30 times 110 is 33. So if the shares are ultimately headed to 33 on a PE multiple, and they're going to go then to $2 a share, 30 times that is $60 a share. There's your trajectory, 16, 19, 30, 60, and we're at 16.52 right now. I don't think the stock is going to trade at 30 times earnings. I think it's going to trade at 50 times earnings. I think the street is going to want in now for the earnings that are definitely coming through SOFI's books. Why not pay much higher per the stock today to lock in the ownership of it down the road? And if you then add the gasoline to the campfire, which is called a capped call financing deal that could tie up 200 million free trading shares additionally into institutionals' hands, and institutions buy 100 million to 200 million shares on the open market themselves, on top of the stock they're going to get at $22.50 or whatever a share, they're going to buy it up to $21, $22 a share, knowing they're getting a whack at 22, knowing it's going to go to 45.50. Why not? Where's the free trading stock going to come from? And how do the shorters get out? There's 131 shorted, 131 million. Where are these guys going to get their stock back? They're going to pay 40, 50, 60 bucks a share. GameStop went to $400 a share and more during the heyday of the craziness on GameStop, a company that was losing money, was going to lose money, and had a new CEO, a new guy that just bought up 14% of the company in 2021. And you were all here to witness that. You saw the craziness of a company that wasn't making money, that was closing stores, was reorganizing themselves. And here we are 4 years later. GameStop has $4.6 billion in cash. They have no debt. They have eliminated underperforming stores, continue to do so. And their stock is $28 a share, split adjusted. They're trading at 112 a share, split adjusted. And they were what, $4 to $12 a share in 2020 when all that began? GameStop, SoFi $16.50 right now. They make a bunch of money right now. They're generating sales that are surging. They're attracting capital like crazy from institutional investors. There are no institutional investors in GameStop. GameStop didn't attract institutional investors like SoFi attracts institutional investors. Investors that won't sell this stuff for 20 years and maybe longer. I'm just a guy in front of a computer trying to tell you, kids, you want to make money? Well, then why don't you buy into stocks that can make money? Now, should you buy SoFi shares? If you're sitting in a retirement account and you can't do cash secured puts, you want to buy SoFi stock and you want to write calls on it. You want to write 20s or 22s or something like that? Yeah, sure, go ahead. But if you are in a position where you can write cash secured puts, you want to sell your shares and you want to write cash secured puts, right? January $20 cash secured puts, January 2026 expiry. They die about a year from now. Haul in $6-something a contract or whatever they're going for, and offer to buy the stock back at $14. What a nice person you are. What a charitable bloke you are. Willing to buy your SoFi back for $14 a share. If you give me $6 now, up front, so I'll sell my stock at $16.50, take $6 in premiums if that's what they're going for. That is $22 a share, or $6.50 is $22.50. Maybe you write 22s. Maybe you'll write 25s. I don't know. What are you comfortable writing? If you write 25s, they're $9 in the money, $8.50 in the money, and maybe you can get 10, 11 for them. Offer to buy back the stock at $14.50 a share for a year, and take the $10, $11 right now, $10.50, against a $25 put contract. Put up $2,500, get 40, 45% on your money back right now in cash, and sit on a mountain of money, earning interest on top of the fact that you can roll your contracts to 30s or 35s if the stock does want to take a shot. It's not going to leave you behind. Yeah, how's this going to play out? This should be most interesting. Again, I don't know anyone else that talks about SoFi like this. They talk about gammas and they talk about other ratios, and they talk about 30-day averages, 50-day moving averages, 200 moving day averages, resistance levels, and stuff. Hey, that's all cool. There are some really good people out there who have some pretty smart ways of analyzing stock from a fundamental, technical chart kind of way. And then there are guys like me who go, look, there's more buyers than sellers. It's going to go up, okay? The institutions are going to want in, and they're going to want to hold it, and they're going to want to run this to 50, 60, 80 bucks a share. They're going to do, the stock, in their opinion, is going to do what Palantir did. And if you bought Palantir a year or two ago, you are one happy puppy right now. One happy guy or gal. Palantir a year ago was nowhere near an S&P 500 inclusion. The stock today is $81.25 a share. The low on Palantir in the last 52 weeks, $16.15. Does that sound familiar to any of you? Does that number, 16.15, mean anything to you guys? $16 a share a year ago. By the time March rolled around last year, or mid-February, it was at $23.40. It was $26 on March the 8th. Came back down to $20.40 by April 19th. But by May 24th, $21. By June 20th, $25.60. By July 17th was $28. By August 20th, it was $32. By September 20th, it was $37. By October the 11th, it was $43. By October 28th, it was $44.97, all-time high, and people said there's no way this can do any more. It's so overpriced, it's ridiculous. It dropped all the way to $41.40 a week or so later, and then by November the 6th, it was $55.50. By November 15th, $65.70. By December the 3rd, $70.96. By the 26th of December, $82.14. The high all-time, $84.80. This was $16 a year ago. That's Palantir. That's called speculation. SOFI is $16.50-something cents right now. $16.54. They just financed, they just traded their way with a cap call financing option to wipe out $850 million in IOUs, turning it into free trading stock. The brokers bought it all up, and they might do another one of these deals, and it could be as big as $5 billion. That's just me. I'm just guessing. I'm speculating. Maybe they'll get a $5 billion cash injection from Fortress or from BlackRock or from someone. They'll just, here's $5 billion. We're going to buy loans from you, help you finance loans. We'll just make this a 5-year deposit with you. Pay us 4.5% interest, 5% interest, and go ahead and lend it for 8, 10, 12%, and roll it over to $35 billion in loans. So take our $5 billion, turn it into $35 billion in loans that you get 8 to 10% on. Give us 4%, 5% on the 5. Keep the change. Keep the change. What? $30 billion of change they can get 10% on. That's $3 billion a year in revenue. If $2 billion is net profit, what? That's $2 a share net profit to SOFI with a $5 billion cash injection. That's if they pay for it. If they do it on a capped call financing, they're going to get that $5 billion for maybe 1% interest until they swap it out into free trading stock. How long is that going to take? 3 months, 6 months, 9 months? Then they swap it into free trading paper. That puts your paper at $50 a share, 45 to 50, because then the company is saying, well, we're making 10% interest on $35 billion, or $3.5 billion in gross profit, $2.5 billion net to us, $2.50 a share plus whatever we're making on our own. Oh, by the way, we're going to go to 65 cents next year and then 110 the year after. So say the analysts. That could be a $3.75 a share net profit by 2026. 20 times earnings is $75. 40 times earnings, $150 on SOFI. I don't even talk about that. I don't mention those kinds of numbers to you guys. I really don't. I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm thinking about getting to 30 to 50 a share, the next year or so. Because a year ago, I was thinking, well, we'll get to 15, 20. And we're 15, 20. Now I'm thinking 30, 35, 25, 35. Could be 100, 150. I'm just saying. I'm just a guy in front of a computer asking you to listen to me and think it through. And if you figure out that you don't have to own any shares to make this happen, to get this wealthy, you can do it through cash secured puts. You can just write cash secured puts on SOFI with cash. Earn interest on your money in the meantime, and that requires a bit of homework on your end. Some of you folks are complaining to me, oh, I can't get interest on my money because my broker says it has to be reserved for the... Okay, I hear you. It's a reasonable reaction, I suppose. But now get off your duff and do some digging through Google and some other digging, call the 800 number and call those brokers and say, hey, how can I earn interest on all this money I'm sitting on? I'm sitting on a wad of cash. I sold my shares. I wrote cash secured puts. I'm cash rich. I want to make money on this money. What should I do? Have you got any ideas for me? You'd be surprised how many of them will go, oh, well, why don't you do this? Or why don't you do this? Or have this kind of an account? Or we have in-house cash ETFs that you can buy with zero commission and do some work. It's your job now. Your job is to manage your money, lots of money, and it's other people's money, including your money. There are people here who are now managing more money in their accounts than they've ever managed in their entire lifetime. They cannot believe how easy it was to raise a whole bunch of dough around here, to take from gamblers, option gamblers, a bunch of dough and sit on it, be the custodian of gazillions of dollars. And you're sitting there going, good Lord, Bruce, I'm sitting on more money than I make in a year. I don't make this much money in a year, and I've got that in my account. I've never had this happen before. Well, that makes sense. I mean, how many of us out there ever in our lives had more money in our brokerage accounts in cash than we earned in salary? I mean, unthinkable. In the 90s and the 2000s, you're making $40,000, $50,000 a year. You didn't have $60,000 in your brokerage account in cash. What are you talking about? No, your entire account wasn't even worth what you made in a year. You're just trying to add $500 a month to your account and buy a ETF here and an index fund there, and you're just trying to grow your money. Or you're chasing wild rumored stocks that are going to the moon. And here you are as an option writer going, oh my God, I'm sitting on a mountain of money here, and I'm able to write credit spreads in the meantime on top of all of this, and I'm earning interest on my dough, and there's no dividend that gives me this kind of return on any stock. Welcome to this party. I'm not here to rile you up and make you mad. And I'm not trying to convince you that this politician or that politician is your savior. I'm here to help you figure out a way to make money, okay? Like what I say, hate what I say. Are you happy with your country? Are you upset with your country? I don't care. And you shouldn't either, because you're dealing, in this case, here, with your money, okay? It's nothing personal. It's business. The Godfather said it the best. It's nothing personal. It's business, and it's time to take care of business, your business. That's what you're here for. Your boss is not helping you get rich, okay? Your supervisor at work doesn't give a crap whether you have money in your account and can afford this week's groceries or not. They don't care. They know that their bosses don't care about them, and their bosses' bosses don't care about their bosses' bosses' bosses. They don't care. Everyone is for themselves, and you're on your own. And if you're the individual at your office, at your organization, wherever it is you work, and you're not the bottom person, but you're in the bottom third of importance, 2/3 of the people above you don't know your name, or don't want to know your name, and don't want to know how you're doing. If you're in a big enough organization, they don't even know you exist. You're just a cog in the factory of life. You've got to make yourself. You've got to make yourself number one. That's all I want to help you become. Become the best you can be. Learn how to write stock options and say, screw you, world. I'm taking my chunk of the action because I know what I'm doing. I have entered the world of option writing where only 5% of the market ever goes. And of that group, 90% of that group are institutional traders. I'm hanging out with the bankers and the hedge funds, the mutual funds, the ETFs, the pension funds. I'm hanging out with insurance companies. I'm hanging out with governments. I'm hanging out with governments that print paper. And I am taking their money from them. They're giving me interest. The United States government, the Bank of Canada, the Bank of England. I'm taking their interest every month, every quarter, whatever, on my cash balance, while I work my cash to a bigger amount. And I don't have to worry about the stock market, about whether it loses $1 trillion of value today or not. I'm not into stock. I'm into options, on stock. There's the difference. Welcome, everybody. Stuart, welcome. Stephen, welcome. Richard, Carlin, thank you. Be the Casino, good morning. Eddie is here. Mark and Nicole are here. Come on, Bruce, you're late. Please go, baby. Let's go. The man says, I don't think a lot of people are talking about the cap call because it isn't really related to the business. It's just a company betting on itself. Yeah, that's right. And they don't understand it. The Big E is here. Alberto, good morning, Bagel Familia. Today is like any other day. We take the dinero. That's all. There's nothing special about today. We just get richer and we take the money. Today's expiry day for some of you on a bunch of contracts. You're letting them die today. Yes, there you go. Or you're closing them out this afternoon, or you're moving on into other trades. Welcome, all moneymaker. One, ASTS is looking kind of good this morning. Did you notice that? Did you see that ASTS? I thought that was pretty cute. Yeah, I'm pretty happy that ASTS is going up in price. What was it, over 19? Let me just double check here. ASTS 1936. Up 115 this morning. That means that all those cash secured puts you guys have been running on that AST is starting to look even better. How much higher can it go? A lot higher. Another $4 or $5 a share is possible, which will allow some of you to score a nice little trade on those cash secured put. NVIDIA apparently is down 70 cents, and Tesla right now is sitting at about 398.85. Okay, welcome to the party, pal. Glad to have you with us. 1652 on your SOFI. ALA is here, number 28. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for these thumbs ups, you guys. Hitting them thumbs ups already. Are you answering my poll question today? Is anyone doing that? What's that poll question read? Here it is right here. I have started to earn interest on my cash balances in my accounts because I wrote cash secured puts. If I would have asked this question 2 years ago, I would have had 10% say yes, maybe 5. Today, out of 165 voters, 48% of you are going, yep, I am making this move, Uncle Bruce. 52% saying no. And it's possible that a bunch of the 52 percenters can't do it. They would like to write cash secured puts, but they have most of their value, most of their assets inside their 401k, IRA, self-managed account, IRA, Roth, whatever they are, RRSPs in Canada. They might not be allowed to write cash secured puts in the accounts that they have most of their capital in. For those of you with margin accounts, cash accounts outside these retirement plans, you can do all kinds of trading, including cash secured puts and credit spreads. That's where I'm asking the question. And so there you are. We're almost 50-50. This is massive. This is huge. To have this many of you earning interest on your money inside your accounts because you've written cash secured puts, this is a whole new world for a lot of you guys. You've never done this before. Get used to it. It's your new normal. You have income streams. People keep thinking, well, if I have cash, I'm not making any money on my cash. What? What are you, just stuffing it in a mattress, not doing anything with it? If you're managing your cash and you're writing cash secured puts, you're writing credit spreads, and you're bringing in interest, you have different income streams coming to you. One of the payers to you, one of the entities that pays you interest, is the very government that dominates your life of the country that you're likely in. The U.S. Treasury is making billionaires making them more billions. Apple and Google and Microsoft and the other big 7 companies are sitting on mountains and mountains and mountains of cash, and they're getting paid interest by the U.S. Treasury on that cash. Do they mind that interest rates have gone from 0 to the 5% level and that the Federal Reserve didn't drop interest rates this week? They don't mind. Is GameStop, or are the folks at GameStop upset that they still get 4.5% to 5% interest on their $4.6 billion in cash? They're not upset. They're going, oh wow, it's $230 million a year in interest. We're going to bring in $20 million a month in interest at GameStop. Little old GameStop. Wow. $5 million a week. From Monday to Friday, $1 million a day. If you just break it down to a 5-day workday, but of course, GameStop is 7-day-a-week business, so $5 million every 7 days for GameStop, $20 million a month, $240 million a year. Compounding it as they bring in more money, they invested in more T-bills to get more interest. It's interest on the interest on the interest on the interest every month. You guys, many of you are sitting on capital that you've never sat on before, and you're realizing, that I get paid so many thousands of dollars a year and I have more than that in my account and I'm getting interest on all that money. And now I understand that my salary, if I could take my 1 year's salary and just put it into an account and pull 5 to 8% interest in on it, depending on whether I have T-bills or I have ETFs that reflect corporate bond rates, this is a lot of money. Yes, it is. It is a lot of money. It adds up. Pappy J, hey, good morning, Peter. Good morning from Germany. Good morning, Peter. Charlie, good morning, everybody. Corinne, 31. Peter Zeus, where are you watching me from? Where are you? Let me know in Germany. I love Germany. Jay Gill, Keith, Just Truth. Number 32, thumbs up. Morning with Bruce is a good habit. Alberto, where you at, Uncle B? Let's get going. That was a little while ago. I'm just catching up to comments here. Good morning from Andre De La Torre. Swear, I'm in Dortmund, baby. Let's rock. Mark, 53rd thumbs up. Mandu, number 55. Rice checks, good morning. Number 56, Rice at the Misty Tree. James, the Misty Tree, 57. Beach Boy, Alberto is here. And no Uncle Bruce. Can we begin? Oh, decisions. Just write options and grab the money. Maybe we'll just do that. Matt, number 55, Miss Pony. Good morning from the Netherlands. Welcome. Rocketeer, Canadian in Cologne here. Guten Morgen. Welcome, Rocketeer. Nice to have you here. Folks from around the world watch this channel to try to get a handle on what the hell's going on. And I try to explain it in plain English as best I can. The man, SOFI, is a $16, $19 stock until it's accepted into the S&P 500. Then it'll go straight to $50. Alberto Beachy, facts. Let's get this dang dinero already. Let's get going. Beach Boy, ASTS pre-market, hoochie mama. Coffee House, AMC to the moon. Good luck with that. GameStop to the moon. Good luck with that. Mark, number 67 today. Good morning, y'all. Neil, fart coins are flying. John Malone, number 65. Happy option expiry, everybody. Susan Shops, I'm number 75 today. Free range, I'm 74. And Neil Weston, all the moment, what's the 200 million, 5 cents per share. All the moment the earnings, I don't know what this means. Alberto, John Malone, let's get this moolah. Juan, it looks like ASTS is going to be a fun ride. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. What's else going on? What else is going on? What else is going on? What else is going on? The man says, Neil, thanks, Uncle Bruce, thanks you for your comments to help the YouTube algorithms. Who else is here? Too much coffee there, Weston. You're drinking too much coffee. I got a new contender for my block list, laughing out loud. There we go. Is Neil upsetting too many people? There you go. What can I say? Triz, hey, Uncle Bruce, I'm in a call credit spread for Feb 14, 18 and a half, 19 and a half, collecting 11 cent premium. I think I'm safe, but I may want to reposition. What are your thoughts? I don't know what stock you're in. It would really help, Triz, if you kind of, it's SOFI. Okay, I'm looking at the comments. I see you're mentioning it. By the way, it's on SOFI. So you're 18, 19 and a half on a call credit spread. So you're just ahead of the market, hoping to collect. Are they dying today? When do they close? I'm going to assume they're closing today. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. You guys have got to give me some help here. You got to tell me some stuff about what you're doing. Anyway, there you go. Roach on a tree. Hey, Uncle Bruce, has your viewership increased since January any? A lot of big name YouTube guys stopped doing morning lives regularly. So I'm curious if some found their way over here. I'm not sure. I think we are higher on our views. We're definitely adding Gold Bagel members. That has been happening. The folks, these guys, we're adding those. Of course, you get the first show at 8 o'clock instead of this show starting at 8:30, and then you also get Wednesday night. But I don't know. It's not like there's 2,500 people here. There's 266 here right now. So and this comment was from 14 minutes ago. So there you go. Anyway, there you go. Dude, hit the thumbs ups, baby. Bobby, my year's salary is in my account as of yesterday. That's me. There is more money. There's as much money in my account right now that I make every year. So there you go. I think the interest per month is over $400. I'm getting $100 a week in interest because of all this cash sitting in my account. Nice. Thank you very much. Those checks don't bounce. Always taking nickels and dimes from wherever we can get it. I love it. What else is going on here? Hello from Sweden, says Bjorn. Welcome. Bjorn Barefoot Lindberg. Nice looking fish you got there. Hello from Sweden. I am getting 50 chickens for the summer. This was never an option for me before working remote. Anyone else getting out of the city centers? Interesting. Dude, yep, blocked him as well. He's gone. Bobby purchased BIL with premium and secured cash, just like this homeless Canadian has said to do. There you go. Tom, thanks, Bobby. Need to get to cash, then I'll bet BIL. I'll get onto that. Mr. Premium of the option, happy expiration Friday. Going to get another pocket filling day. Let's go, baby. Uncle Bruce, ASTS looks mighty fine right now. Yes, hoochie mama. Tom, Mr. Premium, the watch market is dead. What else is going on? Octavio, I've been a member of this man's channel now for 44 months. Octavio, thank you so much for sharing this. Chilling with Uncle Bruce member, 107th thumbs up this morning. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. This is beautiful. What else going on here? Mr. Premium of the option, Tom and Kino don't know, but the gamblers to buy me another Rolex. Okay. What else is going on? Here we go. Alan Gomes, XRP Global Bank ETF coming too. That's much bigger than the regular ETF they just made for Bitcoin, Ethereum. Interesting. Let's go. Sergio, I'm new to options. I am investing in SOFI with covered calls and looking forward to doing puts. Can you inform me, please, on the tax ramifications? No, I cannot. I'm not a tax guy. And I have viewers from Germany, the UK, the Netherlands, Canada, the USA, the Caribbean, Asia. It's all different for every one of you. So I can't be a tax man for you guys. I can only talk about writing contracts and writing options and getting cash and making money. How you deal with it with the tax department is your call where you are. Alex, good morning, everybody. I'm number 106. Tom, Mr. Premium, it's funny who you see around in comments on other channels. Good kid, Kino, looking at a vintage Seamaster myself. There you go. Jarrett, number 112. Bruce, good morning. And from Grand Cayman, giddy up, baby. You're on vacay in Grand Cayman. I used to live there, so awesome stuff, man. H. Gregory, number 115, thumbs up. Uncle B. The man, when Uncle Bruce says it is easy to make money writing options, is the understatement of the year. A wheel strategy on quality stocks with a little volatility. It's like a blank check. Mr. Premium, Tom, too funny, unbelievable, but true. Dave Penny, good morning. You've said no before, but isn't there any Canadian stocks worth buying and selling options on? Shopify to be the same as writing in Canada, the US, or why not? Uncle B, morning. Anti-Jennifer. Look, Dave, I don't follow the Canadian options market because it just isn't worth my time. It's such a fractional thing compared to the American. The liquidity in America is where it's at. The American dollar is where it's at. That's it. I can't, I'm not saying to not do it. Knock yourself out. But look, I've lost all my hair trying to follow all the American markets. I can't, I just don't have the time. I don't have 25 assistants helping me here. I'm a one-man wrecking crew trying to help you get richer writing options. Now, if you can do it on Canadian stocks, well, knock yourself out, but I'm not going to recommend any because I'm not qualified to. I don't follow it. So there you go. Peter, I'm from the Black Forest area. Giddy up, Peter. Thank you for being here from Deutschland. Guten Tag and Danke. Jarrett, I have 30... 15, 13 SOFI put credit spreads expiring on March 21. I'm a team arm folder. There you go. You're behind the market. You've done 30 of these $2 spreads. So you put up $6,000 to do this trade. You took in a credit and you're letting the credit shrink. And there you go. This is the game. This is okay. Chad, I'm 124 here. Real down goes the Canadian dollar under 69 cents. That's another reason to be in American equities. Giddy up. The man says you can make 1% per month with zero risk. And now you add a little bit of risk and you make 10% a month. And then realize there is no risk because you just sell the covered call on the way up. I mean, what? Yes, the epiphanies around here. Larry Titus, I'm number 126 on this man's channel. Thank you. Thank you for these thumbs ups. Keep them coming in. We love to hit 200. I would dream to hit 300 today. Hit the thumbs up button for us. It helps us. Sundance, yo, from Germany. The value of this channel is unbelievable. Thank you for opening my eyes to the markets. You can't learn this in school. They don't teach this in school. Not in universities. Not that I know of. I don't know of any university that teaches this. You can't walk into your local bank in your local town and sit down with the investment advisor and talk about writing call options or writing credit spreads or cash secured put. They don't know what you're talking about. They're not there to guide you on your investments. They're there to convince you to deposit your money into an account with the bank that will then put the money into ETFs that the bank manages at their head office, where they take their fees to manage your money out of the top and give you what's left over. And you should be very happy you're getting 4, 6, 8, 10% return. You should be delirious with that and shut the hell up and get out of here. Because I gave you your cup of coffee. I took your 150 grand. I took your $400,000 or 250 euros, 250,000 euros, and that's all you need. You're going to get updates now on your app, so shut up and get out of here. I got another guy waiting in the waiting room to bring us another 100,000 euros. Sundance, welcome to the party, pal. Thank you for joining me. Guten Tag. Willkommen. Genau. Exactly. Genau. Manager, I am here. GL says 214. John, I wrote 15 and a halves on the sound a week or so ago when it was 18. Now it's 14-ish. I'll probably get assigned after hours, 1,200 shares. Guess I'll be writing calls on money until I make up that small loss. So there you go. You'll get that on a premium right off the get-go, I'm sure. Triz, okay, let me clarify. I'm in SOFI call credit spreads expiring Feb 14 with 18.5, 19.5. Am I far enough out? There's the question. So are you far enough out in time? Are you far enough out in dollars? I think you're talking dollars. The stock is 16.51. Okay, and you're doing 18.5, 19.5, $1 spread on calls ahead of the market. So you're hoping, crossing your fingers, that the shares will not go over 18.50 a share, so that the contracts die worthless Feb 14. And that is 2 weeks from now, because today's the 31st, and we have 2 weeks until those contracts expire. So yes and no, you're far enough out. Yes and no, because, hey, you know and I know, SoFi can go down to 14 a share or go up to 21 a share. You're not like a country mile out. You're not doing what I'm not criticizing, by the way. I'm not mad or anything. I'm just saying that if I'm telling you to consider writing call credit spreads on NVIDIA at $160 a share to $170, somewhere in that neighborhood, you're doing $1, $2, $3, $5, $7, $10 spreads up there on that. That's further out than where you are here. But on a percentage basis, you could argue with me and say, Bruce, it's at $16.50 a share, and I got 18.50 calls. That's $2 out. And really, isn't that more than 10% out of the money? I mean, yeah, a little over 10% out. Maybe 19 to 20 would be better, or 19.5, 20.5. But you're going to say to me, I can't find contracts that give me a credit at that level. I get it. I get it. I know. So you're pushing it, but yeah, you're on it. You're watching it, and you know, and I know you can roll it if you had to. You can go 2 weeks further out if you must, and you'll move up the prices, the strikes You'll get just as big a credit on what it's cost you to get out, to roll forward, or better. Option writers have protection. Giddy up, everybody. Dude, Shopify, about the only Canadian stock I've ever owned. Dave Penny, but I've recently bought 2 penny stocks that are Canadian. CYFRF and NPPTF, both are OTC. Those are their US tickers. I just, anything OT, over the counter, don't touch with the 10-foot cattle prod. I think you've got to completely stay in big capitalized stocks. It's your best place to hang out. And that means cash secured puts on smaller stocks and credit spreads on larger stocks. It's okay to do credit spreads on GameStop. Puts, 2022, great place to be hanging out. Credit spreads on Rocket Lab, puts and calls, but, 5 out of the money each direction. Tesla, $100 up or 100 behind the stock at all times with short time frames. Lots of liquidity on these trades. You got to check it out. Sergio, thank you. I'm in the USA. Charlie, you shouldn't be all right, Tris. Hopefully, you should be okay, Tris. Hopefully, no good news comes out of between now and Feb 14. You can always roll if you have to. Didn't I just say that? But hey, Charlie, you're on it. Mark Downs, number 143. Carl, Uncle Bruce, can you explain how to write an option contract, as I'm going to purchase your course this weekend? No, purchase the course, take the classes, and find it out in the classes. You don't have to listen to me here. That's a dumb question. Carl, get the classes, study, join this group, catch up to this group where if they're 4 years ahead of you, the classes came out in 2021. Here we are in 2025. The classes are waiting for you. Let's go. Cindy, got my thumbs up, thumbs up, Bruce from rainy Ferndale, Michigan. Thank you, Cindy B. Dave, please don't lose any more hair on my behalf. So lack of liquidity mainly. Thanks. Vladdy, number 154. CKT 153. Ed, I did a credit spread on spiders. I did a credit spread. 619 and 630s. They expire Feb 14, 2 weeks. Also, NVIDIA sell. What's this? Oh, I wrote an NVIDIA credit spread 138, 143, expiring Feb 21. Again, you're giving me only part of the picture. Just let me double check something here. What's that NVIDIA there? Okay, NVIDIA close to 124. So you're writing call credit spreads on NVIDIA, right? You're ahead of the market. You're writing calls 138, 143. That's too close for my comfort zone, but I hear you. And then on SPY, where did we shut down here? 605 yesterday, and you're doing 619, 630s. That's also too close for my comfort level. But I know what you're doing. You're trying to get a big fat credit with a short fuse. I see what you're doing. Giddy up, man. Sundance, guten Tag. You are so right about the bank thingies here. I was at my bank manager and talked to him about SOFI cash secured puts. He looked like I was an elephant. He looked at me like I was an elephant. Was ist das? Was ist los mit dich? Du kannst das nicht machen hier. Mach nicht. No, you can't write. No. I know so little German, and what I know is bad. Anyway, there you go, Stuart. Uncle Bruce, I turned 5,000 to 21,000 since October because of you. You are the man. Thank you, Stuart, so much. Ed, am I too close? Maybe, Ed, but if you're on it, like you're on it, keep an eye on it. Doug, it's cold in the snowing Alberta. Stay down there if you can. Don't come out. Doc, thanks to your sage advice, I'm sitting on 43 times $20 January 2026 expiry cash secured puts. The premium has been going into interest in the account. I'm making interest on all those contracts. 43 of them. That's 4,300 shares represented at $20 a share. This gentleman, Doc, is in a position to buy 4,300 shares at $20 a piece, cash, no problem. And I'm sure that the net is under 14 a share. Nice. Triz, I appreciate the conversation a lot. That was my thought as well. I feel like 11% out is safe, but I appreciate the small test. Thank you. It's to me, says Sundance. Sundance saying that he called me an elephant. He thinks I was an elephant. Splair, I absorbed the 3 times. I grab you at 3 times your video. I don't know what he's talking about. Thank you, Splair. And 2 weeks left on my spiders, 21 days on NVIDIA, less weekends, of course. Splair, by the way, good morning, y'all. Dude, I agree with putting it out. Putting it out the over the counter is truly risky. These market caps are underbuilt. Yeah, you're that's scary, man. That's scary. Okay, Ray, Carl, I just got the class and I learned a lot already. Would recommend, conveniently, when Bruce recorded the class, SOFI was 1640 at the time. So it's easy to follow him in real time. It's the stock was 1640, went down to $6, $7, $8, and it's back to 16. So this isn't handy. Giddy up. Splair, Guten Tag, Sundance. Thanks for keeping Uncle Bruce in German. I love it. The people in the cafe are still looking weird at me since that day. The man, save up $2,000, write a Jan 26 cash secured put on SOFI and make $580. Get paid $580. Enjoy your 29% return on the year, not including the interest on your money. That's a Jan 26 $20 strike, by the way. Robert Malhut. Thank you. Good morning, Uncle Bruce, and all stock markets with Brewster's. Thumbs up, number 197. We're going to hit 200. Thank you, Robert, for helping out there. Splair, absorb your video 3 times about SOFI, $25, Uncle Bruce. Splair will lock further to try to catch the good put. Rocco, ready the bells. Yes, we are opening in 1 minute. Our friend Larry Titus is on it, I'm sure. Thank you for being with us today and here every day. Thank you for becoming subscribers to this channel. Thank you for those of you who are already members and who are upgrading your membership from chilling up to gold, right up there. Thank you for becoming Gold Bagel members. And thank you for those of you taking the classes. Congratulations. You're taking the classes. You are grabbing the world by its, you know what, and making it yours. It's time for you to be the winner and not the loser. I'm turning you into a casino. That's all it is. It's not personal. I just want you to get rich. Please get richer. Thank you all. Larry, Henry Tran, I sold cash secured put SOFI at 25, expiring Jan 26. Is that too far out? No, it's not. It's great. Larry, ding, 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 ding. We're open, baby. We're here. We're alive. We're well. We're trading. We're here to make money. We're here to make money and friends, but we're here to make money. Thank you all for joining in, and welcome to the party, pal. I've got to convert the chat over to members only, so just bear with me here. Again, thank you again for joining this channel and being part of this family. Love to have you, and please become a member of this crazy group of regulars, and let's get you into the green zone here. Stop guessing what the market is going to do, and just go into cash and write options and let the market tell you which direction it's going. Just go with it. Don't fight it. Go with it. It's so easy. Once you understand how this business works in the option market, you will go, oh my God, Uncle Bruce, I can't believe I hadn't done this 15 years ago. I can't believe it. Where were you, man? I needed you 15 years ago. I'm in my 30s or my 40s or my 50s. I could have been richer than I am now. You are making me a ton of money. Others of you are going, good God, Bruce, I can't believe this is legal. I'm not, I don't believe it. I'm allowed to do this. I'm actually allowed to write options. I thought only banks could do this. I thought only the big brokerage houses or the big institutional accounts could. I didn't know I could do it. I didn't know with my 5 or 10 or 15 grand that I actually could write stock options. And this is legal? Are you kidding? The SEC won't come after me? I mean, my God, I can't believe this. You know what, Bruce? I like this game. I really like this game. Is there a T-shirt maybe I could buy, Bruce? Is there some kind of a, is there something I can get, like a coffee mug with like I like this game on it? Do you know where I can do that? Well, yes, I do. But right now I'm kind of busy here. Thank you all for joining, and welcome to the party, everybody. SOFI up 4. Well, we'll take that. That's better. Let's take a look at our favorites right now. Early indicators right now. Rocket Lab at 29, up 46. SOFI is down 2. GameStop down 8 cents. Matterport up 4. Where are we at here on the big board? Apple came up with better than expected numbers and a rosier outlook. So they're up 860. Tesla's up 415, Microsoft up 292, Alphabet up 241, Amazon up 349, Nvidia down 85 cents. Facebook, now known as Meta Platforms, up 722. Goldman up 133, Cisco up 32 cents. Arc Innovations up 41, Pfizer down 8, HBQ up 11, Unity up 52, AI up 39 cents. Adobe down 118. The spiders are up 235. The Qs are up 459. Netflix is up 580. IBM down 424 after a huge run up the other day. Vanik Semiconductors up $1.08. Home Depot down 99 cents. Enphase up 81. Palantir up $1.70 to 82.78. All-time high, 84.79, $2 away. Uber up 93 cents. MicroStrategy, that's MSTR, down 272. And AST Space Bull Mile Inc., 1907, up 86 cents so far this morning. Welcome to the party, pal. Thank you for joining me from wherever in the world you are. If you become a member of this channel, you can now comment while the market is trading, and I will attempt to answer your questions on whatever trades you're working on or what you're thinking of doing. This is your chance to talk to me during market hours, and let's see if we can help you get richer out there. Susan Shops, I wrote to Palantir $65 cash secured puts for January 2026. They paid me $9.79. You know what this means? Susan Shops is so charitable. She's so kind. She's saying to the world, you know what? If you give me $9.79 a share in cash, I'll buy Palantir off you for $65 a share until next year. What a deal. I mean, how about that? And so she's going to need $55.21 to buy Palantir if she were to be exercised. I don't think anyone is in a hurry to sell her Palantir at $65 a share. Since it's trading at 81, I don't think anyone's going to give her any stock at 65 a share. So Susan is going to have to deal with the fact that she has $979 in her hand from each of those two contracts. She put up $1,300 and she got almost $2,000 for it. No, she put up $13,000 and she's got $2,000 for it. I want to understand how Palantir moves before I add more. Yes. Well done, my dear. I bet you those set 979 puts aren't 979 anymore. I think they might be a little lower than that. Very well done. DH, neat. Esplair, ding, 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 the Yahoo bell, it's ringing here. Rocco bought the courses, and I am learning, baby. Be the casino. Be a casino, everybody. Oh, you want to be the casino. Brian, Hood does not stop going up. It's unbelievable. Robert, before you go, members only, see you on Monday on Stock Markets with Bruce and TWB. You have a great weekend, Robert. Thank you for your support and being here all the time. Love you, buddy. Lisa, it's Palantir earnings on Monday, baby. The stock's going up. Touchgrass, thumbs up. Charlie, stink bids are set. Oh, I'm going to make money here. Oh, Bagel Babe, what a good day to make money. I like this. I like this game. I did the spider covered calls 6/20/30 for March 21. It keeps going up. Do I need to worry? Well, the market keeps going up. You need to worry. The question is, how far does the market go up? With spiders right now at 607, and you've written 6/20/30s. March 21, that's a long time from now, and you're a little too close for the comfort that I usually think about. But you have got to decide if you're going to roll or not. I wrote those, by the way. Yes, you did. You wrote those 6/20/30s. $10 spread. Like I say, you have to decide whether you want to move forward $10 on each of those to April's or not. On the other hand, you could sit back. How much premium is on these contracts? They're still worthless in book value terms. Will they go up, but not so much as the stock market comes towards you? And can the market reach you? You're talking about at 6,200 to 6,300 S&P 500 index, and it's at 6,095. So you really do have 100 more points of cushion, but we're up 24 of it now at the moment. 106-point gain on the Dow, 158-point gain on NASDAQ at the moment. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. Nice to have you here. Mm, that coffee was wonderful. I needed that. Thank you all. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program, and I sure hope you're getting richer today. This is what I live for. I love to see how you guys are doing on your contracts. Writing is the way. Sitting on a cash account is a great way to go. Have capital in your account that you're managing via option strategies. Very conservative, out of the money, with no hope in hell of going into the money. There you go. Shrinkage. George Costanza, shrinkage. And you're doing the opposite. You're doing what George Costanza does. You're doing the opposite. You're not going long the market. You're flat the market. And you're writing contracts on the market. That's how you're making your dough. You're doing what institutions do to a great extent, certainly banks, managing your capital and taking interest in your hands. How many of you are hauling in interest income? Are there some of you hauling in interest income you've never seen before? Are some of you hauling in interest income that you've never made this much money in interest every month? It isn't going to, cover all your expenses, but you're hauling in money from interest that you've never seen before. You've never seen this much interest come into your account before, and you're going, what? I got to get used to this. Yes. Lisa, ASTS received approval to test 5 Bluebird satellites in the United States, building partnerships with AT&T and Verizon. ASTS shares are going higher. Isn't that interesting? I think that is interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited to be part of this family here. Thank you all for joining us. Welcome to the program, everybody. ASTS up 163 right now at $19.84, up 9% this morning. They just raised $460 million on a capped call financing deal that is going to take this stock to a much higher level per share. You may have heard about these. You might be aware of what a capped call financing deal can theoretically do to a stock. And I think ASTS down here is a excellent candidate to write cash secured puts on. If you're looking for something to write a cash secured put on, we're up 34 on Rocket Lab, up 7 on SOFI. Giddy up, everybody. The Dow's up 108. Rocket Lab, like I said, up 37, 44 cents. AI up 13, NVIDIA down just 16 cents. There you go. There's the story. I'm sticking to it here. Zed Estate says, good morning, everybody. Bagel Babe. About the interest rates earning, yes, it's fun to see it coming in every day. These BILs just go up all the time. These ETFs that pay monthly distributions, they go up and then they drop after the distribution is made, and they climb back up and then they get paid out. I like this game, Uncle Bruce. I'm watching these I'm bringing in this. I like this game, Bruce. This is kind of fun. Bruce, I've got to get my hands on one of those coveted I like this game t-shirts. Where can I find these coveted items where I really want to be into I like this game stuff? This is cool bean stuff, Uncle Bruce. Well, there's a Redbubble store in the neighborhood near you. Probably down below in the description, you'll find a Redbubble link where you can order not only this stuff, but you want a white t-shirt, a blue t-shirt, a red t-shirt, whatever color you want. You want a sweatshirt with this on it. You want a hoodie. You want coffee cups, travel mugs. You want a clock with this on it. Do you want a notebook? Do you want women's t-shirts, women's tops? Go to the Redbubble store. You'll find maybe 80 different items with this logo on it. I like this game. Oh, baby. I get a royalty. I admit it. I get a royalty on every one you buy. It's like $3, $4. It's a couple of bucks. Redbubble will take good care of you. They do. Thank you all so much for being here. This is beautiful. Charlie, neat. Alex, Bagel Babe. The BIL monthly dividend is paid on Monday, by the way. So that's coming up. So interest collection day on Monday into your accounts. It'll automatically be put in there. Giddy up. Well, you guys let me know how much came in. How much did you get? I love it. This is a fun game. 1650 on SoFi, up 6. ASTS up 216 to $20.37. Hello. Down go those cash secured puts. Rocket Lab 28.91 up 38 cents. Nice. GameStop down 9 cents. AI up 14. NVIDIA down just 3 pennies. Tesla's up 9.96. Palantir 82.98. 83.37 on Palantir, up 2.15. MSTR down 3.59. Costco up 3.45 to $982. Coinbase down 14 cents. Matterport 5.21, up 5 cents. Google up 239, Apple up 471, Broadcom up 86 cents, Microsoft up 232, Intel down 17 cents, Netflix up 649, Meta up 871, Eli Lilly up 189, Amazon up 342, the Spiders are up 250, the Qs are up 429, Super Microcomputer SMCI up 16 cents, Uber up 78 cents. Adobe down 644, Cisco up 47, AMD down 94, Unity up 12, Enphase up 40. The Spires are up a dime, 17.92. Moderna up 29 cents to 41.33. Pfizer down 6. IBM is down 5.93. HBQ up 16 cents. Home Depot up 40 cents. Vanik Semiconductors, SMH, up 82 cents. Goldman Sachs up 205. Boeing up 157. Target up 71. JP Morgan up 163. Walmart down 17. Disney is up 39. American Airlines is up a dime. DraftKings down 23 cents. AMC up 1.8 cents. Royal Caribbean up 154. Welcome all to the party. And thank you for joining me live from wherever you are. Germany, England, the Netherlands, France, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Switzerland. Anybody in Zermatt? Hi to those of you in the beautiful town of Zermatt. Welcome to the program, everybody. Nice to have you with us. If you're from Africa, if you're from Asia, you're from the Middle East, if you're watching from South America, Caribbean, Latin America, the United States, of course, Canada. Hi, how you doing, everybody? Welcome. Say hi. Hope it's going well for you. Hope you're going to have a great weekend this weekend. Hope you've had a good week this week, making money in the market and making more as we go forward. We're trying to change lives here and make it that much better. Apparently, 40% of Americans 50 and older have less than $6,000 for their retirement saved. 40% of Americans do not have more than $6,000. 50 and older. How are they retiring other than Social Security? I don't know. That's a scary number. That is terrifying. How many Americans between over 50 have between $6,000 and $25,000? I bet you there's another 10-15%. We're over half now. How many have 25 to 100,000? That could be another 10-15%. There might only be 20% of Americans out there that have over 100,000 for retirement, age 50 and older. This is the scary underbelly of the country. Now, Canada has its own issues as well, and I'm sure there are many Canadians who also have jack squat for retirement other than the Canadian pension plan. It is a very difficult situation out there for a lot of people. And for those of you out there who are, you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s, and you're looking at these kinds of numbers, you're thinking to yourself, I don't want to be one of these people that don't have enough by the time I get to 50, because the problem is this. Once you reach 50 years of age, you have to begin to admit to yourself that in the next 20 years, you're going to be 70 or older than 70. You're 56, you're going to be 76. You've got to admit to that. You've got to accept it. And you have got to say to yourself, I cannot afford to be a 38-year-old or a 43-year-old and be in a position in my 50s to have less than 100 grand saved for retirement. There's no way I will get to retirement with enough to retire on to maintain the life I got or what I was expecting retirement to be. You've got to make changes, and you've got to make them immediately. And whether that is adding more to your savings or getting rid of debts or offloading assets that you don't need to offload credit card debt or pay off you got 3 cars, go down to 2 cars, go down to 1 car that's a used car, and get rid of the other 3 and get rid of 2 car loans. I don't know. You figure it out. For some of you, though, you found me. How? I don't know, but you found me. And you've realized, what I could do is I could just make more money and afford the lifestyle I have a lot easier, a lot more easily, and add to my retirement and add to my cash flow outside of my retirement accounts. I could do that through this channel right here, learning how to write options. Maybe this is the way to do it, because if I'm looking for the pie in the sky stock that's going to go to $1,000 a share, I may never find it. I might find it the day before I die. I don't know. But with option income, I can bring it in immediately. I can bring an option income right freaking now. And within a month to 3 months from now, you can completely change your entire investment accounts to generate, to set them up to generate to you monthly income for your lifestyle, gross savings for your retirement to take you to a much more comfortable retirement over the next 4, 6, 8, 12, 15, 20, whatever number of years we're talking about. For some of you out there, you're thinking, well, I'm 44 and I'm going to have to work until I'm 65. If I told you that at age 44, you could start rearranging your financials and your performance so that you could actually think about retiring, or let's say becoming self-employed within the next 3 years to 5 years, and your friends will call you retired, okay? You won't call yourself retired. You'll call yourself self-employed, but your friends will say, oh, you're just managing your own money. You're retired now. You're doing what grandpa did for the last 10 years of his or her, grandma, what they did for their lives. They were managing their assets, which is managing their money. You're doing that in your late 40s and 50s. You want to get to that level? Would you like to become a slow global traveler and can afford to do so? In other words, when you left your house, condo, apartment, wherever you live, and went on your trip for 6 months, a year, whatever, and then you came back, there was more money in your accounts than before you left. You want to be in that position? That's called ultimate slow traveling. Now we're really talking about something where you're spending money on the road. You're carrying your home while you're gone. Maybe someone's living in it. You've got a friend of yours watching now. And you come home and you're richer than before you left because you're still earning money while you're on the road. You want to be in that position? It can happen. It's happening here with viewers. There are viewers who are doing this. Learn how options work. It's a whole different market than the equity market. The stock market is one market. The option market is another. There is connection between the two. Yes. Now learn how to be a casino in the option market and change your life. Auntie Jen, I think, is nearby. I feel the force. I feel darkness upon me. Something is approaching me.
Your journey will be complete.
Hello. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Pretty
How's
good.
everybody this morning? Little red, little green.
People seem to be in a fairly good mood out there.
Yes.
The old
You have a good week?
the old ASTS that they wrote,
Yes.
cash secured puts on last week. I'll get it out. Those shares were like 20, went down to 18. They're back to 2085, up 264 right now. So looking pretty good. Rocket Lab 29.19, up 66. SOFI holding around 16.36. GameStop down 22 cents, but hanging at 27.77. And AI is up 16 cents. So we're doing okay.
You're doing okay.
Shrinkage is coming in for credit spread writers all over the place, and they're loving it.
Good.
Time is running out on option traders.
No one jumping off a ledge.
No one
That's
jumping
good.
off the ledge. Some of my viewers are saying little one-liners like this.
Oh, okay.
I have more money in my brokerage account earning interest than I make in a year.
Oh, see,
That's a
goal.
That's a goalpost.
goal.
That is a signpost
And you know
that
what?
you don't forget.
You know what they do? They go, oh.
Oh, I look at that. More than a year's
I think I might
salary.
just sit down for a minute.
More than a year's salary is in my trading account, and I'm earning interest on it.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen before. You know what? My boss never brought me in for a meeting. My HR people, they never brought me in for a session to say, now, if you play your cards right, you work here for us. We'll show you how you can grow your assets to the point where you'll have more money in your account than we pay you in a year. Or your banker at your bank says, hey, when you've done making that deposit with that teller, come into my office. I want to show you something. Hey, listen, you want a coffee? Just like in Larry Crown, would you like a good old cup of coffee?
Cup of coffee and talk about
Complimentary cup of coffee. And let's talk about your future. Let's talk to you about how your future can encompass the fact that you're going to have more money in your trading account earning interest than you make in a year. Hands up. How many of you have had that discussion with any of your local bankers, any of your investment advisors? Anyone? Anyone? I don't think so. The only people that have more money in their bank account that are in the middle class, that have more money in their bank account that they earn in a year, are those who earn $10,000 a year. That maybe they might have more. But generally, if you're a middle class American, a Canadian, a European, you inherited money. You got a windfall from someone passing away. That's the only way it ever happened. You didn't generate enough revenue to do that, unless you're an option writer. And that's where it gets interesting. So that's what's been happening here lately. Some of you are going to say to me, Uncle Bruce, listen, I had more than my salary in my account 6 months ago. Because of you, I got to that level 6 months ago. Now I'm double my annual salary. That's how much I've got cash in the bank. I'm triple my annual salary. This SOFI and this Rocket Lab and making money on these credit spreads, I have more money in my account than double or triple my annual salary. And I'm earning interest on all of this dough. This is like a whole other world. No one ever talked to me about getting here. Nobody, not even my parents.
That was a Disney song.
Really?
A whole new world.
Uh-oh, here we go. Yeah, my channel's in big trouble now. I'm gonna get strikes.
It's from Aladdin.
I'm gonna get royalty strikes on my channel now. Oh
no,
man.
they can't tell from my humming what song it is.
Okay, Bagel Babe. It's fun to see it come in every day. I love this money, Charlie Bagel. Ding, 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 ding. Neat, neat, neat. Oh, I'd love a bagel today. I haven't had a bagel from you in like 4 days. I'd love to have a bagel today. Grape jelly, please.
And that's why we have advertising people.
Please. Alex, Monday is the day I get paid interest. Giddy up, everybody. Weber, 177. Good morning, everybody. Bagel Babe. They are never going to leave the workforce. There you go. They still have day jobs. The folks that have $5,000 or less saved up for retirement, or $6,000, they're never getting out of work. That's right. They will work until the day they die is the last day of work. And maybe they worked in the morning and died in the afternoon. It's scary. It's sad. It's ridiculous. Not good. Stephen Butler, defined benefit plans have disappeared except for a few industries. Social Security is what many folks depend on, and that's scary because there are people in Washington trying to jack around with that right now. Danny, good morning from Cleveland. Make some money and have a great day, everybody. Thank you, Danny. Debbie B, so sad. Makes you realize how fortunate those of us who do have more than money than the minority. That's right. If you're sitting here with a year of your salary in your trading account, earning interest while you're writing cash secured puts and doing credit spreads, you are among the top 25 percenters.
You know what they say?
You really are.
The more you have to give.
That's true. I mean, if you want to give to those less fortunate than you, get it. Get it to give it. There you go. Thank you all. Touch Grass, thank you for all you do for us, Uncle B. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I am bringing in $4,000 to $7,000 a month right now. This is American money, by the way. I could easily quit my job tomorrow and just be fine. Thank you, Uncle B. You are the GOAT. That's a Canadian talking. Nice going there. Larry, good morning, Auntie Jen. Richard, good morning, Auntie Jen. Splair, rodents on the road. It's just the beginning of Uncle Bruce's seeds. I don't know what this means. You know what we're saying here. Bagel Babe, Uncle Bruce, I bought back my $9 covered call on SoFi. I know. And then I sold the stock. I was still profitable despite the covered call being deep in the money because SoFi stock was so high. I turned around, I sold the cash secured put. I'm having fun now. Thank you very much. There you go, Bagel Babe. Brian, Uncle Bruce, did you see the Star Wars in theater when it first came out? I am so jealous. Yes, we did. I remember more the second one than the first one. We did see the first one, but the second one, The Empire Strikes Back, and then the third one, yes, those were great. The second one was really fun because they were now knowing they're on a franchise. The first one did so well. The second one was so easy to just, work on. And the theater was buzzing before the movie even started.
I know, right? And then
buzzing.
it gets dark and you hear
The audience
the
was
words
just,
come over you. Yeah.
with the first week of the release of the second Star Wars movie, it was a carnival at every theater. The buzz, we knew we were going to have a good time, and you forgot about your work week, you forgot about your relatives, you forgot about your brothers and sisters, you forgot about all your problems at work. We were just so jammed up, and we left happy. Oh, it was great. Lisa at ASTS Bruce has broken 21 already today. 2090 right now. We're climbing here. Juan, Uncle Bruce, I'm thinking about writing Palantir 105 expiry Feb 26 cash secured puts paying 33.15. Does this make sense to you? You got to come up with $10,500 to bring in $3,300 for a Feb 26 expiry. So, well, the stock on Palantir, what's it trading at right now? 80 something, isn't it? Don't mind me. I'm trying to watch 50 stocks at the same time. 80 something, right? Hang on a second. It's now 83.36. Okay. So $83 stock, you would be paid $33 in premium on a 105 put. So take 33 off of 105. What is that? $72? So you would net pay $72 for a stock. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, look at the percentage return too, 32% anyway, 33% almost. Yeah, that's an interesting trade. That's a big money trade. 105. I mean, that's wild. The stock goes to $95 a share. This contract is worth $20 book value, right? It'll trade at what, $25, $27? You'll already be ahead $7-8. The stock goes to $100 a share. This put is worth $5 book value. Time will maybe add $8 to it, make it a $13 contract. You got 33 for it, so you'll be up 20. The put will drop $20, and you're still out of the money. And you can roll it now to 115s or 125s and take another bunch of dough. So yeah, it's all relative, isn't it? I mean, look at this Palantir trade and consider this against an AI trade. And maybe that's an idea. Go to AI and go, okay, well, that thing's trading at 32.50. All right. So Palantir is 80 something and that one is 32 something. It's less than half the value, right? Would it make sense to write a $50 cash secured put on AI for the same timing? What return would that be? Would that be 33%? Would that be 40%? Now, Palantir is an S&P 500 company, and it's part of this artificial intelligence revolution and all of that. So there's a lot going for Palantir. Why is the stock near its all-time high, right? So maybe this is an okay trade. There you go. I love your question, Brian. As players saying, I love your question. Did you see Star Wars when it first came out? Walter, good morning. Anti-Gen, thumbs up, number 184. Ray, in my paper account, I just sold 3 cash secured SoFi $15 put contracts expiring June 25 at $1.53 a contract. That brought in $459 premium. Do I do this right for the first time? Could I have done better? All right, well, First of all, it's only till June, so it's not too long a time frame for an out of the money put contract. You're saying to the world, I will buy SoFi at $15 a share if you give me $1.53 up front. So I'll pay $13.47 a share net to me, but give me $1.53 a contract. So there's a good trade. This trade needed $4,500 of capital theoretically to bring in $459. So it brought in 11%, 10% on your dough until the third Friday of June, I guess. Okay, that's a trade. If the stock stays above $15 a share between now and June, these puts will be worth nothing because they're worth nothing now except for time. And this is 50 cents a month of no, not quite. 30 cents a month, 25 cents a month of shrinkage. Okay. In theory, could you have written two $22 contracts for January 26? Because you would have needed about $4,400 to write two $22 contracts, which are in the money. What would you have been paid for those? And take a look at the option chain and see what that looks like, and see if that might be more worth your while on a percentage return basis on this trade. I'm going all the way up right now to Jan 26 for the 22s, I believe. There they are. Yep, they're 730 last trade. So if you wrote those, you would be on the hook to buy back GameStop at $14.70 a share versus the price you're committing to right now on your $13.47. So you're going to have to pay more per share than these, but you get more in capital. Right now, the capital return, like I said, is $7.30 on $2,200 or $14.60 on $4,400, and that is a bigger percentage return than you're getting now on that contract. So you can go either way. And so in theory, Ray, you can do anything you want here. This is a pretend account. There's no risk to you. So in theory, you could buy back these contracts, let's say a week or two from now. If the shares hold 1650, go to 1750, you could buy these 153 contracts back for maybe 125 or 120 and make yourself 30 cents times three contracts. That's $60. And switch into January 26, maybe 22s, 25s, around the $4,500 commitment or something like that. This is the best part about being a trader when you're into it, because now you're paying very close attention to what's going on. Ray, I think you're going to have fun watching this trade. Brian, Ray, you are going to win, but you could win more. See, there you go. Dude, I have more than 2 years. My earnings looks like not too shabby. I got more than 2 years my earnings in my account right now. Brian, I am at 1.5 of my salary. Yeah, baby, let's go. This is cool. 1.5 years of salary. Tom, I looked at my real account, Roy. Looks like right, 158, 162 right now, stock 1637. Wing Commander, hey, Bruce, what do you think about a straddle on GameStop? Like March 30 covered call and cash secured put. This brings in 677 in credit. Buy GameStop for under 24 or sell for 37. I have cash and stock to secure the trade. What makes you comfortable is the key here. That's the name of the game, Wing. You're on top of this market all the time, and so you're qualified to pull off a trade like this because you're paying attention. Brian, Google all-time high, baby. Bobby, lawyers from Disney just started listening to Jen whistling away there. Juan, I'm currently sitting on 10 Palantir $42 contracts expiring Jan 26, which of course are out of the money and might as well write those 105s. I would say that move up would be a very good idea. Splayer, good morning, Auntie Jen from Splayer. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Juan. Splayer, Uncle Bruce, I just arrived 5 minutes ago at Debbie's comment. By the way, wishing you already an enjoyable day. Bobby, my only issue with giving to charity, the person asking for the money, they dress better than me and has a better car than me. I don't like giving charity out. Like, why should I give charity to oil companies that are making a killing off of me? Why should I give a tax break through my politicians to multi-billionaires that don't need it? Why should they get tax breaks? They've already got billions. Why don't they pay more in tax and we get better treatment here? But then again, that sounds socialistic, so let's stop that right now. Aspire, Uncle Bruce.
Charities where 80% of the money goes to administration.
Yeah, yes.
You gotta pay attention.
Uncle Bruce, the video project Rodents on Road from me, it's just starting thanks to you because I still switch thanks to calls into slowcation mode. Giddy up, Splair. Let a seed grow in an ecosystem and it will evolve. That's what I was meaning anyway. Lisa, Juan, what did you sell the Palantir 42 covered call, or is it cash secured put? Lisa wants to know what's going on. Bobby, the second one was the first movie I saw. The second one, fell asleep after the snow battle. Of course, I was under 10 at the time, and it was 7:30 at night. You know, I mean, after Slayer. But after the break here, I have to try to understand the cash secured put videos from you, and hopefully 1 to 2 classes if I have the right ones purchased. Brian, HIMS all-time highs. Cindy B, hard to sit on Matterport, but even when I get $3.25 a share on the Matterport side, I'll still be up on it because my average is 261 on the 7,000 shares. I mean, then CoStar. Cindy B, kitty up. Manager, Uncle Bruce, a question. Is there any relation between Palantir and war anywhere in the world? I don't know how to answer that question. I really don't know. Can't say. We're up 35 on the Dow. We're up 26 on S&P. We're up 189 on NASDAQ. Jennifer has delivered the goods. Bagel, toasted bagel with grape jelly on top and roasted sesame seeds. Ooh, yeah, that's looking pretty good. This could be awful darn tasty. Cheers, everybody, and thank you for joining us. I love this game. Juan, Lisa, it's Palantir Cash Secured Puts, which I wrote back in September. So I wrote 42s. They're dead in the water. I'm going to roll those up to 105s and bring in some cash. Why not? Splair, Uncle Bruce, what do you think is better? I have already 100 SOFI secured with a call. So should I maybe consider to just have 100 SOFI bought against it? No call there, or better, a cash secured put? Cash secured put, cash. Are you getting it? One, that toasted bagel looks delicious. Bobby, I think Matterport is done on Feb 18, fourth quarter results, and the end of the year. That's when the swap will be done into CoStar. Half cash, half CoStar shares. Giddy up, everybody. $5.50 a share. Hi, everybody. How you doing? How's it going? Welcome to Friday. Option expiry day, Jan 31st. Let's get this bagel
If you're
going.
in Western Canada, I'm really sorry. It's getting cold.
Getting cold.
We're going to be 24 above. They're going to be 24 below.
Celsius.
It's going to be cold.
Yikes.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
hold on to your hats and your scarves and your toques and your layering and your parka and your mitts.
Jen and I had a stressful afternoon yesterday. We had to go to the swimming pool,
Oh, it's so stressful.
get into the hot tub
I
there.
had to move in the hot tub because the sun was shining.
The sun was shining in our eyes. We had to move to the other side of the pool where the shade was. It was difficult. It was very
Lesser
difficult.
man, honey, a lesser man. Yeah, trials and tribulations.
Not easy being down here.
And of
It's
course,
sunny.
I had to phone my sister and ask how her weather was from the hot tub.
She phoned her sister.
But really, I phoned to make sure she knew that the Women's World Curling Championship next year is going to be held in Calgary. We're going. We're going. It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
Next March, I might be down here by myself for about 2 weeks while she flies to Canada to watch women's curling.
I would go next
It's going to be
month.
the greatest 2 weeks of my life. I'm going to be all by myself down here. It's going to be great. Oh, my God.
Next month, it's the Men's World Championship in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Moose Jaw.
And that's when all the women are just yelling from the crowd, take off your shirt.
The worst fans in curling are females.
Yeah, we're bad. I have never done that. But, you know,
Oh
I
my
just want to
God.
see Adine spin that rock.
What can I say? Jen is
Best shot in curling ever.
Jen is enjoying herself down here, but she will leave this desert in the middle of the winter to go see women's curling in Calgary live for 2 weeks.
But after the Worlds, what we can do is just go to Vegas because they always have pinties. They have skin games. And we can go to Vegas and watch curling.
I could go to Australia.
Do you know the curling? There's a lot of NFL players who curl now because it's something they're not afraid they're going to hurt themselves. It's not like skiing, and it takes a lot of muscle control and weight.
Strategy.
Those rocks are heavy.
Strategy too. Mm.
So they have different teams, have different clubs have different teams. It's a great game. People go out and try it.
See?
Fall out of bed the next morning because your butt's going to kill you.
Uh-oh. My. Oh, my. Welcome all to the program. Thank you all for being here today. Joining Jen and I live from Rancho Mirage today. Thank you all. Nice to have you with us, and welcome to the party, pals. Another fun day of option expiries all over the place. Oh my goodness. What is going to happen with this market? Well done, all of you, into ASTS 2131 up 310 a share. I have a suspicion that some of those cash secured puts you wrote have gone down. Does anyone want to let us know how you're doing on those? Did any of you write some of those cash secured puts last week? What did you get for them, and what are they at now? Would love to know if some of those are falling off the table for you. Fantastic. Thank you, all of you, for 191 thumbs ups already. Thank you for that. We've had 252 votes on my question of the day. I have started to earn interest on my cash balances in my accounts because I wrote cash secured puts. 52% say yes, 48% say no. That is a phenomenal number to say yes. Because I know that 2 years ago, had I asked this question, I would have 5% say yes and 95% say no, because you wouldn't know what the hell I'm talking about. Now, today, with markets at all-time record highs, you guys are going straight into cash, and you are writing contracts, managing your cash balances, and you're not going to get caught on trillion-dollar meltdowns when something out of left field shows up over the weekend or what have you. Unbelievable. Congratulations, all of you who have stepped up into cash and are now preserving it and compounding it with interest coming in. 192 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Please answer the poll question if you can. Hit that thumbs up button while you're at it. Give this channel even more momentum. Thank you so very, 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 very much. Juan, interesting. Fidelity let me write the Palantir 100, not the 105, but I still got paid $30.02 on it. Bobby, ASTS average 725. Last I saw this morning, that sucker was 680 and falling. Ricardo, I wrote 325s for 1080 on that ASTS. For Jan 25, it's got to be 2026. They're now 1020. They're falling. Bobby, maybe 650 now. They're another dollar added on the run here. They're coming down from 725 down to 680, down to 650. Down they go. ASTS 2151 now. So these 25s and these 20s are falling off the page. Because the stock is going up and the 20s are out of the money now. The 21s are only worth $350 book value. They're losing it. This is good stuff, kids. Congrats. Let me know how you doing on those cash secured puts you wrote on those ASTSs. Giddy up. I like this game. I hope you like this game. I'm going to take a look at the options as of 10 minutes ago. January 26 puts. Look at that. The 25s are down to 9.90, down to $1.03. 2250s are down 64 cents, and they're bid $1 below that. The 20s are bid at $6. Last trade at 6.70. They're falling off the page too. So these ASTS cash secured puts are coming down beautifully today and making you guys richer. Go figure. How are you guys going to live with yourselves? You're going to be just so full of yourselves. I know what you're going to do. I figured it out. You're not fooling me. I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to get dressed up this weekend. You're going to go out into town. You're going to imitate me, and you're going to wear your felt hat, and you're going to get your cane, and you're going to get your multicolored outfit out there. Oh, you're going to walk the streets. Mm-hmm. 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 I know what's going on. Oh, yeah. Giddy up, you guys. I know what you're up to. You're not fooling me. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uncle Bruce, I promised to behave myself. I'm not going to show off like Kramer. I'm not going to do it. I love 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 it. What's going on here? Thank you, everybody. Charlie, I just bought back one of my IBM covered calls for $15. All I could afford to buy back. I wrote a new call against it for next Friday at 4. My deep in the money call is at $195, $60 in the money. Holy crap! Nice going. Ray, I think I might like this game. Uncle Bruce. Ricardo, right. Jan 26s. They're $9.95 now. Charlie, stink bid just hit on my TEM cash secured puts. I wrote yesterday 50% profit one day. Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the party. Nice to have you here. It's really amazing. It's an amazing feeling, I know, when you realize as a new viewer of this channel, and you've taken a couple of classes and you're now doing a practice account, and you see what these options are doing, and you're seeing what other people are telling you they're doing, and you go to the quotes and verify that they're not lying, and you're just sitting there going, holy crap, this is unbelievable. This is wild. And none of these folks need $1 million to do these trades. A couple of $1,000 and you're in business. You can do one contract, 2, 4, 15. What can you afford to write? And you realize, good Lord, I would be crazy not to take this kind of action on my money. Why don't I be a casino? I understand now why these writers never leave this guy's channel. They take all his classes. They hang out here all the time. They watch him on rerun at double the speed. They become Gold Bagel members. They're here every morning at 8 o'clock. They're here Wednesday nights for Primetime Live. Now I understand what's going on. And they choose a bagel and the markets go up. What? I like this game. Thank you all. Nice to have you here. Lisa, is anyone buying back their ASTS cash secured puts today or want bigger profit? RB, during the last week, I wrote SOFI 10s, Jan 2027, 185, and 10s for June 2026, $1.17. Out of the monies. Charlie, I like this game. RB at 15% on $2,000. Charlie, sorry, not cash secured. I wrote put spreads on TEM, and I'm cashing those in. Deep value, the option 196. What did I miss? One, Uncle Bruce, the $50 AI Jan 26s are juicy. They're paying $20.45. Just like I said, there's 40% on your money right there. 41%. Christina, I'm 197. You're getting 200 thumbs ups here in just a moment. So I try desperately to take all the classes. EU or Germany is keeping U.S. citizens just small. It's hard. Juan, you are absolutely right. It's cheaper. You are absolutely right. It's cheaper. There you go. Zed, Uncle Bruce pays my monthly BMW payment. That's what Uncle Bruce does for me. I just drive that car. I love it. Giddy up. Oh my. I like this game. Yeah, I do. I like this game. Let's take a look at our thumbs up meter now. We're zooming in here, zeroing in on 200. 199. Thank you. 292 people here earlier today. 199 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. 259 results of the poll question. 52% of you are hauling in interest on your cash balances because you're writing cash secured puts. Huge, huge. Congratulations. Thank you. Each and every one of you. Welcome to the party, pals. This is cool bean stuff. Mm-mm-mm. 2139 on ASTS. What a day. Up 318. Rocket Lab up $1.09. Players asking Zed, what BMW do you drive? What year and what is it? Oh my. Tasty. Delicious. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you all for joining us today. Wherever you are, we got a worldwide audience here. People writing options all over the place.
That's right.
Doesn't matter if you're in Germany. Doesn't matter if you're in the UK. Doesn't matter if you're in India. You can write options.
One of these days we'll have a meetup in, I don't know, I suppose northeastern United States, in New York. And people will come from all over the world.
They'll fly in.
Because they've always wanted to fly in New York.
They've always wanted to see New York anyway. Well, we have to scheme a meet and greet
We'll give them
here.
a few years.
Yeah, we'll have to scheme a meet and greet here in California again, at our favorite Outback, our favorite meetup Outback Steakhouse
I know,
in Ontario.
just suck all the air out of the room.
Dominate the restaurant.
It's just better for them to put us outside.
We had such a good time. We had such a good time last year and the year before that, but last year was great too. A whole bunch of folks came by and hung out with us. It was great. A really
It's nice
good
to
time.
see them a year later and see how they've grown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're a cat.
Compare notes. 2164 on ASTS. 2166. This is the high of the day now, up 345 on your ASTS Space Mobile. Those of you writing cash secured puts are watching your puts back off. You can tell by looking at the bid ask. You'll notice that the bids are backing off. The trade may not have happened lately, but the bids are backing up. 2168 now on ASTS. Trading quite nicely. Well done, everybody, and congratulations on writing those cash secured puts. I think that stock will go higher. 23 to 25 is likely easily attainable here. Nice. Thank you all. Just looking at headlines right now, just double checking. Here we go. Rocket Lab up 161. That's having a nice day now, up 5.5%. 30.25 on your Rocket Lab. SoFi is up 16.47. GameStop just down 11 cents. Matterport at 5.21. At 23andMe down 9. Spire Global at 18.47. We're back over 17 over to 18. Maybe we'll get to 19 here. ATIP 95 cents down a nickel. No news. SmartRent 148.5. No news that I know of. Apple is up 3.25. Tesla's up 15.40. Microsoft up $3. Alphabet, the old Google, up 309. Amazon up 331. Nvidia 138. gain. Meta up $14, $701 a share. Goldman Sachs up 48 cents. Cisco up 67. ARC Innovations up 114. Pfizer down a quarter. HPQ up 33. Unity up a dime. AI up 44. Adobe down 694. Netflix up 950. The Spiders are at 608.87, up 382. Qs are 669 at 529. IBM down 320 a share. Vanik up 405. Home Depot up 73. Enphase up 139. Palantir up 365. Uber up 95. MicroStrategy up 290. And ASTS now 2175, up 354. 2175. The 20s are the $20 puts are out of the money. The 25s are worth 3.25 and falling book value 3.25. Interesting to see how this market is reacting to this move. Very, very interesting morning on ASTS. I know my option quotes are at least 10 minutes behind. Some of you have up-to-date quotes on your contracts. Those Jan 2026 25s are now 975 bid, which would make the drop on the day $1.18 a contract. The 2250s are 810 bid. That would be a 164 haircut on those. The 20s are 650 bid. That would be down 83 cents on the session. 1750s are 505 bid. That would put them down 75 cents from the last trade. So, yeah, some of these cash ticket puts are really crapping out at the moment. And that's what's supposed to happen. When a stock goes up 350 in a day, puts get whacked. And I think these quotes are too high because, of course, they are delayed quotes. So there you are, everybody. Welcome all to the program. Congratulations. 2183 on ASTS, up 362 and still climbing. Very interesting. The market, the Dow's up 57, S&P up 38, and NASDAQ up 220 points. There it is. Oil down 59 cents to 72.14 right now on oil. 21.85 on ASTS. High of the day right now. And those puts have got to be dropping another 10, 15 cents a piece all over the place. Thank you. And it's great to have you with us. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Wonderful. Thank you all so much for being around today. I sure hope you have a good weekend. We'll be keeping an eye on the market here from the sidelines, of course. And if any of you have any questions or needs, if any of you need links for your classes, just send me an email and I'll let you know what's going on. We'll kind of take it from there. Thank you guys so much for being part of the show. Just trying to keep up on everything here. All right, 71-point gain on the Dow, getting stronger. SoFi up 3 now, 1648. And Rocket Lab $30. ASTS 2194, up 373 now. 2194 on ASTS, everybody. All righty. Let's see what's going on here. Lisa says everything is green except GameStop. DH meet and greet. Neat. Zeta State M240 convertible from 2020. Let's see. The next pop there is a BMW i8 217, says Zed. AA saying, I wrote Jan 26 ASTS 2250 cash secured puts last Friday for 870. Giddy up. Something tells me those are down. That's nice. Splayer DH Ruda. Neat. RB, Bruce, any thoughts on ME third quarter financial results? No thoughts, no ideas. I cannot tell you. Charlie, I just wrote 4 52-54 credit spreads for Feb 7 40-cent premium, trading at $60 now. Always writing. I wish I knew what stock he was talking about. I don't know which one this is. It's a mystery. Charlie, giddy up, buddy. Bobby, what is it? ASTS $20 bid ask 6 to 685. Free range, thanks for a great week, Uncle Bruce. Auntie Jen and Bagel Familia, enjoy the weekend, says free range. Charlie, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and hosting the party, Uncle B. Have a great weekend, everybody. Charlie, neat. Splair. From me, thank you as well, y'all. Enjoy the weekend. Mine starts on Tuesday with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Okay, he's working this weekend. Beach Boy ASTS 2 weeks ago, I wrote Jan 2026. Tens cash secured puts at 181 4 days ago. Stock dipped 10% more, so I added this time at 198. They're now 160. Nice going, buddy. Beautiful job, buddy. ASTS now 2194, up 373. The Big E is saying neat with a zit at the end. You gotta love that. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Neat and put those knee emojis out there. Charlie, it was TEM, Bruce. Sorry, this TEM stock is what I'm talking about. He is writing these contracts on something known as TEM, and that would be known as, I don't know, what is it? What is this stock? I can't get the quote to show up here. Let me try over here. TEM. See if this works. Tempus AI Inc. That's what TEM is. 61.40 a share, up 421 today. For the 52 weeks, it's 22.89 to 79.49. There are 51 million shares only floating. This is incredibly a small float company. 152 million shares exist, 51 million floating, 11 million shorted, 22.2% short. That's a huge position on a very tight float. No wonder it is so volatile. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. I just hope you make nothing but money. I just don't want my viewers to get caught on a bad trade. He has done here. Where are we? 4.52.54 credit spreads. So you're doing put credit spreads for Feb 7, and he pulled in a 40-cent premium on a $2 trade. So that's 20% return on his money, and it's now at 60 to 64. So the higher it goes, of course, 61.75. The further out these contracts get, the worse they get. The credit will disappear, and Charlie makes money again. So, and I know Charlie is watching the market very, very closely. Giddy up. Lisa, I'm currently up 10% on my ASTS $20 cash secured puts for Jan 26. Karen, neat. Lisa, Nancy Pelosi is in TEM. I heard she bought $20 calls for Jan 26. Jeff Glass, neat. Splair. Oh, it's getting louder. I bet you did something. Splair. Lisa, of course, Nancy has no insider trading knowledge. James of the Misty Tree, neat. Deep value, neat. Don't forget the knee emojis. Get yourselves richer, kids. Make money in this incredible market. They're handing it to you. $22 on your ASTS, 2202. It's now up 375. So giddy up over there. Those TEM shares are 61.61, up 442 on a 7.7% run up today on 7 million shares. Average volume 4.6 million shares. There you go. When you have stocks that are so tightly held, such small floats, you're going to get volatility. And today's option expiry date. And there you have it. There it goes. $22 on ASTS here on 11 million volume. Average volume 9 million shares. Down go the puts. Get richer, everybody. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. Thank you again, all of you, for your support of this YouTuber, no matter where you are. Keep the good times going. 1632 on SoFi as we jump around like crazy here. 1636. GameStop is up and down and up and down, but it's hanging around kind of nicely. Thank you, Juan. Neat. D.A. Truda. Neat. Charlie. Thank you, Nancy Pelosi, for the TEM recommendation. There you go, everybody. Okay, kids, work those options, work your practice accounts, check the classes. You need any help, let me know. And we'll talk to you real soon, certainly on Monday morning. We'll be waiting for you. Thanks again. Goodbye from Rancho Mirage, California. And have a wonderful day out there. Get richer, please. And we'll talk to you real soon. Goodbye for now.